The Indiana Pacers have just advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals behind the heroic efforts of Tyrese Halliburton and the coaching prowess of Rick Carlisle. So I decided to take the Pacers through the Gauntlet Challenge with the current roster they have now to see if I can win a PlayStation Tournament Championship. Grand prize being 15,000 VC. I'm gonna take you through each game, go through the highlights, and cover my thoughts on how I feel about the team overall and who deserves the game ball. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Now, the first game was against the Lakers. First time playing this in a while, so I had to get back in the swing of things, get rejected there. But we were able to stick around. He started off pretty strong. He was able to make a few shots in the first quarter, but I was able to answer back with Pascal in the corner there. And we were pretty much going bucket for a while. I was able to knock down his shot with Ty Halliburton. Then he was able to answer back with a three of his own. And then he started to get a little bit of a lead. LeBron knocks down the corner three. And then the next play, he was able to knock one down with Luka get popped by the screen. And at this point, I started to fight back. I had to pull my shorts up a little bit. Bang, three by Ben Shepherd. Then lay with Ty Halliburton. And then going into the half, I was up about 26-22. So fairly good start from my first time back. Now this one things get a little bit interesting in the third quarter. I got a strong start, get the Bubba there, going coast to coast with Ty Halliburton to get an easy layup on the other end. And then almost the next play down, Miles Turner gets a block, get the rebound again with Halliburton, coast to coast one more time. And then at this point, he just really started to turn up a little bit. Went off on a little run of his own. LeBron knocks down a three, that's open somehow. And this one is crazy. Like, there's no way that's a week. Like, come on. He got a week for that, but he greened it. So I get mad. I go into defensive settings. I get to switching some things up because enough is enough. At this point, I don't want my guys dropping for no reason. So I'm gonna lock in and put the man on a mission himself, 𝐇𝐞𝐫𝐞, in the game. 𝐇𝐞𝐫𝐞 was the answer to my prayers. Started making plays left and right. A part of a lot of big defensive plays, getting the steal there, kicking it up the court for an easy layup. And just forewarning, the rest of this is just gonna be the 𝐇𝐞𝐫𝐞 show. Drive to the layup, that's an easy one. Next time down, passing it to the open man underneath the basket, easy dunk. Then again, getting a stop underneath, just doing all the little things. Coming up the screen, flashy pass for the flick, we take those. And then another time down, watch this, snatch back, got your ankles, three ball. And that was the end of the first game. We ended up being like 60-53 to end the first round. Next, we're going into the second round against the Phoenix Suns. Not gonna lie, I was locked in, but he got up to a little bit of a good start on defense and was able to make some plays with Kevin Durant, got the easy layup here. And it was a low-scoring first quarter to get things started. The first quarter ended 10-8. As you can see, he knocked down that shot, but I was able to fight back a little bit. Got Obi Toppin, got the boys on the bench in the game. And to finish the quarter, got Siakam here with a little bit of a hook to go into the second. And then second quarter came, and we started playing some D. Got some easy ones here. Ben Shepherd going off with the easy lay, and then the man on the mission himself, 𝐇𝐞𝐫𝐞, again, more of the same for the first game. Able to knock down the three, Euro step with Obi Toppin. Now it's 19-13, got a little bit of post spin. He's too small, I'm gonna go ahead and back down to get an easy layup. 21-13, games get out of hand. Let's go ahead and send another backdoor cut for TJ. Now we got TJ with a big man on him, so I'm gonna send the cut because I know it's some size advantage and mixed match issues. I'm gonna walk into a three here. And this is pretty much how the entire game went. It was just bucket after bucket. I think I shot like 60-70% this game. I would have said like 62%, but moving the ball around, getting easy buckets. 50-33 at that point. 𝐇𝐞𝐫𝐞 more of the same. Throwing it down for the easy dunk and then getting out on the break. We won this game by 20. Finished like 70-50 was the final score. Now the championship game against the Knicks in MSG. He started off hooping, not gonna lie. Jalen Brunson to the rack. OG Anunoby to the rack. Gets a three in the corner, knocked down. And now it's time to actually come back and make a run. Halliburton to the corner. Easy three from Naismith. Next time down, we're gonna get a stop. We're gonna pluck those from the man on the mission himself, 𝐇𝐞𝐫𝐞. Ow, one in your eye. Comes down next time. Oh, watch your ankles, bro. You got something on your ankles now. Swoop. Need those. One in your eye. Next time, 𝐇𝐞𝐫𝐞 to the rack. in the championship game, putting the team on its back, throws it to the paint for a dunk. But like they always do, man, slingshot effect in its prime. I get a stop here. I think the game is getting out of reach. Go a crazy lob, I'm feeling good, but here comes the run from the Knicks in the Garden. Spike Lee working his magic. It's a three from the top of Anunoby. Then here comes Mitch Robinson with a layup. Man, snatch back from Jalen Brunson. Bang. And let's see if he does something different. Nope, snatch back from Jalen Brunson. Get the ankle breaker. Bang. But I'm able to fight back and actually make a run to get this a little bit closer into halftime. Don't leave Miles Turner wide open. He has an A-3 bag. Can't do that. Got a layup from Ty Halliburton and one. And I think I smoked the layup, I want to say. I can't remember. No, I made the layup. 32-29 going into the half. Had to put TJ back in the game because, like, what is a man to do? Miles Turner knocks down the open three. Why are they backing up off of Miles? I do not know. And he was able to fight back once again. I swear, every time I'm up, maybe like 6-7 points, the other team just makes a run. Like, look at that, bro. Slightly late, moderate? Like, come on. Throws it to the corner. I'm able to get there, I think. Nope, that's wide open for some reason. But the man on a mission himself, kicking it to Bryant. Can't even shoot, but he gonna green that one. 44-39, throw it down low. Wow, we're making a run. I got my bench in the game. Mathurin cut. TJ with the pick and roll, hits Obi Toppin on the slip. I'm starting getting buckets in the paint. It's nothing he can do. It's nothing he can do. And he's frustrated. I get it. Oh, we're gonna take those. And just for good measure, we're gonna stop on the break and pull it for the hoes. Yes, sir. 55-41. That is a championship game. Victorious with the Pacers. I can't believe I did it on my first try back playing the PlayStation tournaments.
After playing the tournament with the Pacers, there's a few things that I like and dislike in terms of playing with that roster compared to other rosters I'm good with. I'm gonna start off by saying I'm not really good with this Pacers team. Yeah, I won, but I won off just play style over actually having a player or a go-to system, player or a go-to play that I can kind of just win easily with. I didn't have that with this roster. Yeah, Tyrese Halliburton is good. His jump shot is a little slow to get into off of the bounce. It's kind of easy to time if you're open enough, but it's such an easy shot to contest, which made it that much more frustrating. It is good that I am able to drive to the basket with Tyrese and orchestrate for the bigger guys like Miles Turner. He has an A-3, so I was able to hit a couple threes with him. And Pascal Siakam, once I got his timing down, things got a little bit easier. But the main star of the show, as you've seen through the highlights, was TJ McConnell. I don't know what it was about TJ McConnell. He's just so scrappy on the game. I can guard 94 feet. I can actually pull back and shoot threes. And you've seen a couple of them in the highlights where I'm just able to break down a defense and actually pull myself back into the game by using TJ McConnell of all players. That's why he got the game ball in all 3 games, because he just made such a difference. Now, in terms of defense, I think the team is stacked up good enough to where I can keep myself in the game. And that's because Tyrese Halliburton being a tall guard, always going to be able to help. TJ McConnell is not a pushover. He's small, but he's really scrappy. He's like that in real life too as well. And he has a surprisingly good paint defense too for his size. And then you have like Miles Turner who can play D. And even Thomas Bryant was able to a little bit off the bench, but he seemed to struggle a little bit. And then like the one thing that I like the most is that they have about 4 or 5 guys on that roster that you can just swap in and out with at the 2 to the 3 spot. So that's Benedict Mathurin, that's Nembhard, that's Naismith, that's Ben Shepherd, and who am I missing? And you can kind of get Obi Toppin in the mix too as well. Mainly put Obi Toppin at the 4, but you can throw him in at the 3 spot and it's gonna work in your favor. Now, if you're one of those folks that like runs a lot of plays and if you want to do more like getting your shooting guard involved through like screens and stuff like that, you probably can do that with Nembhard. His shot is really quick, but running the offense off the P&R with Nembhard is difficult. Now, in terms of how I feel playing with them, again, I wouldn't suggest it just because Tyrese's shot, I'm very point guard center, by the book basic as you can get in terms of offense. I love running, coming down the court, see if my guard can set a screen so I can get an easy 2. If that's not there, we're running regular pick and roll, pick and pop. I'm gonna drive to this basket, I'm gonna wait for somebody to drop, and I'm gonna hit the corner. I'm very bare bones pick and roll. I'm not a person to just put their head down and go hold square at the rim most time. And I'm not a person to just dance around the screen and shoot a bunch of threes most times. But in this case, I just did enough to get by, and there's one game I won by 20, and there's another game that was closer than it should have been. But, I mean, we got the championship. We eventually got there. But good luck to the Indiana Pacers going forward. You guys have a tall task going into this Eastern Conference Finals to hopefully bring the city to the championship. I live here in Indianapolis, so this city is going to be on fire if they're able to get to the finals. But that's all I have to do. Let me know what other team you would like me to take through the gauntlet, some other players you want me to play with. I'll see what I can do. You know, we're in the end game when it comes to NBA 2K. We're in this last lap of gameplay until the new 2K26 comes out. But you know what to do by now. Hit that like button, subscribe, put in the comments what you thought. Leave in the comments some teams you want me to play with. Till next time, love y'all. Remember that.